Uh-oh. That won't work. That's not gonna be easy to get out of there. That I can tell. So we still have 8 1/4 plus 1 7/8, so it's basically 10 1/4. That's how thick that is. It's 10 1/4, and we're just past 7. So we actually have 3 inches to go. What I need you to do is I put one of the SIP lag screws through a hole there. I need to leave that there until I get outside so I know where the pilot hole goes.
Okay.
And then I'll have you actually pull that screw out.
Do that.
The bit's already in the DeWalt. It's tight in there. You need to take your time. Don't damage the sheetrock. Don't damage the vent tubing. Then I'll have you take that screw out, and then I'll go backwards through the SIP. I'm ready for you to remove the screw.
Okay. There you go. Hey.
Hi.
Now I can hear you. Do you want me to take that?
What'd you say?
Yeah, you can take it if you want.
Well, it's kind of stuck in there.
Okay, I'll take it. Okay, bye.
Bye. Whoa, I could see your breath.
That's the second official hole in our house. That's a pretty good looking hole. Oh yeah, that's why that wouldn't come out of there. See how it kind of reamed around, but it didn't want to break the foam. Yeah, it is. DWV, drain, waste, and vent. Vent. This is Schedule 40 PVC, much thicker than the sewer PVC. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, is she gonna go? Oh, that's the one. Oh yeah. I think that could easily be caulked inside and out, or foamed on the inside and caulked on the outside. That'll work. If you want to get the vacuum over here too, that would be helpful. Let's make it 6 inches.
There you go.
Thank you.
Nice. We're gonna take a hot steamy shower tonight, test her out.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't that excite you?
Yeah.
Is that the waterproof stuff?
Yeah, it's ducting tape. Apparently I don't have my pocket knife. Thank you.
You have to do that on every joint?
On ducting, you have to do something. I believe this is appropriate for this, but I don't really know. So we're gonna leave this extra ducting up here because if you ever have to change this fan unit out to something different, it's nice to have something that's flexible. I don't love this stuff because it can pick up lint and other things kind of get caught inside of it, but hopefully it's not that big of a deal. But you wanna be able to move this around in your ceiling, not have to pull it all out. And put some waterproof tape on there, just at the joints where the metal meets the plastic and the ducting meets that. We're not gonna glue those right now. We're just gonna dry fit them and leave them. We're not sure if this will pass inspection or not, so we'll just leave it that way for now.
Hey.
Hey there, go ahead and turn the bath fan on.
Okie doke. There we go. 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, we got the fans.
Y'all leave it on for a little bit?
Yeah, definitely moving.
Leave it on for the 10-minute timer.
Yeah, that's the point. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Thank you. Looking good, looking good. So my thinking is that I want this pipe to penetrate the SIP. I want that pipe all the way outside the house versus bringing this pipe inside and then sliding it in here. Two things, there's a risk that moisture would get through the SIP, or B, if this is not well sealed, it would go right back into the house, the moisture. With this penetrating the SIP completely and caulked, I believe it's good enough that no moisture or air is going to get in and no moisture or air is going to get out through that penetration except through this hole. What I don't know is if I need to caulk this piece, the tail piece or whatever it's called, or tape it or what, but I think for now this is good enough. It'll get us working and then we can do more research and figure out whether there's more stuff needed or not. But at the very worst, we can always push this, you know, deeper up against whatever we end up with for siding. And then these things can get dented and damaged and turned to junk. So the way this is done, it's very easy to replace this tail piece. You basically pull it out, slide a new one in, and you're done, versus having to, you know, pull this out and have pipe inside or something. Maybe it's hidden by sheetrock or who the heck knows what. So I'm hoping I have enough foresight that I'm doing this well. I know that the bath fan has to be 50 CFM. That's the minimum here where we are for code. But we wanted something that had a little bit more flow, so we went with 70. The challenge I mentioned in an earlier video was finding a 70 CFM fan that would fit in a 2x4 ceiling. I think one of the things that we're realizing is just how standardized a truss system, ceiling attic type house is, and how everything is built around that. Everything, it doesn't matter how deep your ventilation stuff is because it's going into a huge attic space. Where here we kind of have the same effect as having like a rafter or an exposed rafter type roof if you had a stick frame. And so the net effect is that you have very little ceiling to put things in. And finding a 2x4 ceiling fan was harder than I thought it would be. And by ceiling fan, I mean exhaust fan. This one fan is part of the bigger scheme of ventilating this house, which is gonna happen slowly over time. But my research has shown that you want to direct vent your high moisture areas, your bathroom, your laundry, and your kitchen. Those go straight outside because the air is so moisture laden that there's really no point in mixing the air or doing anything else to try to condition the space. You best just get rid of it and you replace it with incoming air. And then at some point down the road, kind of after we get moved in and start looking at the future, we'll look at a heat recovery ventilator or an HRV. And that will basically, it's kind of a heat exchanger. The air that's going out, not through the bathroom and not through the kitchen, but the other air that's being circulated through the house will actually be exchanging energy with air that's coming in. And the idea is that you're losing less of the heat from the air that's going out because it's being exchanged with the air coming in. Anyway, that's kind of a quick 30-second forward-looking eye into our strategy. But with the bathroom and with this kitchenette, those vents are going to end up going just straight out the side of the house. And we'll have to eventually pull air from somewhere. But right now, the garage doors and things are so darn leaky, air's gonna find its way in anyway. Ready for dinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
New recipe, brown sugar pulled chicken
Thank you, Pinterest.
with homemade chicken broth.
Wow. This is my latest ice cream recipe. It is raspberry vanilla. We got raspberries from our neighbor this summer. They have a huge raspberry garden, and they're not really in condition to pick. And so they let us pick those raspberries, and in exchange, we got to keep half of them. We canned them into raspberry preserves. So I tried it. Can you stick jam in ice cream and make it even better? And the answer is yes. This stuff turned out amazing. Also, we've been testing out the new ice cream makers that we got, and hopefully, we'll make a video for you guys letting you know how they're doing. Because I'll tell you a little bit of a spoiler, one of them is working amazing. We're never going back to the hand crank ice cream maker. All right, ice cream is done, and we're moving on to, I'll call them honeydews. And Alyssa is gonna come help me. Let's see, she needs some instructions for the shower doors. So we haven't put the little trims or whatever they are on. So she's gonna kind of see if she can figure that out. Yes, we're closing the bathroom. Why are we closing the bathroom door, Alyssa?
So Alyssa wants to work out here with you.
Because it's warm in here.
Because I've already had my full like giddy up on, but
Yeah.
it's still cold, and I just want to be warm. Is that too
Yes.
much to ask?
Would you like some ice cream to eat in front of the heater?
I don't. I already had my debate.
Guys, I told you if that heater was in this bathroom, this girl gonna work. So Alyssa's gonna work on getting some of the cover plates switched around, and then on the bathtub, we've got these kind of trim pieces that just keep the water in the bathtub. And then I think after that you're gonna work on the toilet paper holder,
Yep.
towel holder, and the robe hooks. Sweet. Okay.
Do you have one of these that's bigger?
Yeah. Did I not give it to you?
I thought you did.
Oh,
but I don't
I'll
see
go
it.
find it. Here you go.
Thank you. I decided I am to heaters what cats are to boxes.
Yeah.
This is woman bait.
This is one.
Put a heater. Got one.
Oh, that looks good.
Doesn't it?
Oh.
Oh yeah, way better.
Look how you can just cover up Jesse's bad
I love it.
sheetrock. Oh, it's so easy. All right, we made a decision while we were at the hardware store the other day to actually double this outlet, and we're gonna put a pretty unique outlet next to it. While I was looking around at other electrical things, I noticed a USB outlet. I've seen these in other places. I've also seen them in hotels and things, and I always think, gosh, thanks guys, that's super genius. And I'm like, hey, it's my house, I can put one there if I want to. So this one has both the current Type A USB and then also kind of the future Type C USB. So we're kind of thinking to future-proof it. So we picked that up. Also picked up a double gang box and cover plate for that. So let's work on that pretty quick here. I think we're gonna need to turn the lights off on Alyssa, but she can work by work light for a little bit. My hand's getting hot. Ow. You have power. Well, it looks like I got that wired correctly. If you remember, this is a GFI, and so this has to be downstream protected by this GFI. So this guy is on the load side of this outlet, whereas all of this stuff is on the line side. It's kind of just jumpered, if you will, from the line side of this outlet over here, and then feeds the switches for the lights and the fan. But this outlet has to be GFI protected here, so it's actually on the load side. And if you don't get that wired correctly, it won't work. How's all this stuff going?
That's good. It looks too long.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Like, it's too long for that, but it's not too long once you get it in there, no?
Okay. Well,
Oh, is it?
well, I already started cutting it, so might as well finish.
Yep. Nice. These look cool. Totally makes sense too. Like, keeps the water from splashing through the doors. And there's one on the inside, and it looks like there's one on the outside. And then there's kind of these against the wall. So it makes a nice tight seal against the wall. Keeps all the splashing around from all the tomfoolery happening in the shower.
That's pretty good. So that will need to be cooked.
Yep, that makes sense.
But yeah, pretty
Okay.
good.
Nice. That kind of follows the contour of the tub, which...
Great, should keep splashes out.
Yeah.
Next we gotta figure out where all the towels are gonna go, the bathrobes, and the toilet paper holder. We really wanted all the fixtures to match more or less, so our sink faucet and the bathtub faucet and handle and head, the old head, that's part of the same family. But we didn't realize until recently, the other day when we were in Home Depot, that that family is actually on its way out, and that's why we couldn't get anything online, especially that wasn't like refurbished or just a jumbled mess in the package. So now we're forced to switch to a different family for all the other little fixtures and details and whatnot. It's still modern, it's still the brushed nickel finish. So at the end of the day, I don't think anyone's really gonna pay attention, but I think when it comes to our permanent bathrooms in the house, it's something that we're gonna really take our time and be diligent about. Is if we really care that everything in the bathroom is of the same family, we probably won't order it until like we have it all in our cart and we know it's all gonna get here, versus starting with one thing thinking that we'll be able to buy everything else in that family. We wanna look up like code for height on these things so it's not awkward.
If there's a code for a towel holder,
there totally is. Well, it's probably not code, but there's a rule of thumb on like house.com.
I'm gonna go with 5 feet.
You think?
You can check me on that. So code or no code, standard or no
It
standard,
has to be above that.
there's a heater.
That's very true.
And it says 3 feet from the front and away from the side and rear.
Doesn't say anything about the top.
For the record, a towel is 29 inches. So if you put a towel right on top of that, which would be not safe, you'd be at 4 feet 4 inches, which is 52.
Right.
If you go 8 inches away from the heater, that puts you at 60 inches.
Okay.
And that's pretty good for keeping the towels away from the heater.
It is a little
you don't want
high,
it,
but
you don't
I
want
say
them down here.
right. I
here.
say what we want is to clear the heater, so
Yep.
done.
So I think 60 is good there. And remember, the tub's just a hair higher, so you'll actually be getting out of the tub about here, not down here on the floor.
Yep.
So I'll put some blocks behind there.
And I like to be able to reach my towel from the tub because I'm the type of person that I don't get out of the tub until I'm dry. Like I dry off of this foot, I hop out, and then I dry off that foot, so no trace.
I think that'll hold a couple of shower towels. I think.
Bugaboo, you coming in? Don't tell them that I caught Bugaboo drinking out of the sink.
Oh.
Or at the end of the toilet.
Bugaboo. Did Mom just close the door? Did Mom close the exit? What have you been doing? Huh? You haven't been in videos lately. You know why? Because Dad's trying to get work done. Yo, Bugaboo, you know what that is? Oh yeah, he does. Oh yeah, he's excited about that. Are you gonna cuddle in here with Mom? Am I gonna catch you guys doing cuddles? Oh yeah, air kneading. What's this one?
He likes it. Always happy. Oh, pet it, Dad.
Oh yeah.
Pet it. Look at that little air need.
It's our little monkey fish. Oh yeah, that's our monkey fish. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna lay down in my arms, are we?
Oh yeah.
He has no intention of leaving, does he?
Nope. Mom has been commandeered and she will do no further work. It's pretty stinking level. Oh, did Mom put those rubber things on you so you could rub on them? What? Perfect. Like that?
Ish, yeah. Cool. Look at that.
Zanga.
Nifty.
If we're off, it's maybe 1/4 of an inch.
Really little bugger, right? Nice. Time to do pull-ups.
If there's one thing I've learned from working with just little towel bars and stuff like that, I hate things that have no forgiveness. At least put a slot in there. Seriously? Like, I swear that's why people who build get mad at engineers. Because we deal with what looks really good on a computer. Like, give them 2 mounting holes, it'll be good. But if you put a slot in there, I don't have to drill new holes. I can just move the mount over a little bit and button it up. Right? Am I right? Oh gosh, guys, watch out. Alyssa's already nesting.
These towels fit in a lot better than the RV. Now I realize
do.
they're not white anymore.
Yeah,
But
look at
we
that.
have new towels on the way.
These have been very good to us, but white is a tough color
Terrible color around here.
to maintain in a country atmosphere.
Gray?
So we have a couple of options for the hand towel holder to go direct into a stud. We have 20 inches, which doesn't work because there's a mirror. And then 30, let's see, what would be 36.5 inches,
That'll
which
be
would be
weird.
here, which you think is weird, and I agree. So this is 24 from the wall, and that's 37. So we probably want to go somewhere around 31. So 31 would be a towel holder here. but there's no stud there. But our toilet vent goes through here, and putting a backer board back there is pretty tough. That could be something that we take the risk of trying to put it into the sheetrock. This towel holder is pretty forgiving because it's not a hoop style. Right. So the towel just sits on there, which is pretty forgiving. If it was like a hoop and you pull on it all the time, that would probably, but this one you can just lift it off.
So one, we're not yet committed to a medicine cabinet. We're thinking that a medicine cabinet, like, I don't know if it'll be used. We don't want a mirror one because we want the mirror here and a mirror. It's kind of weird. So we're thinking we'll do an inset.
Like a flush door.
Like just a white door, something.
Yep.
But part of me feels that we don't really need that because...
Well, we have drawers and a cabinet, which we don't have in the RV.
And we don't have any medicine.
And we don't use any medications.
So I kind of feel that the only reason that would be used long term is if this becomes someone's bathroom. Yep. But even guests, they don't need it.
Sure.
So I almost feel that, like, why don't we mount it here, and then we can move it if and when we get around to a medicine cabinet.
That's not a bad idea. And then we've got the towel here, which for all the right-handed people in this world, they'll appreciate that, and the left-handed people will hate us. Yeah, this could be good, but the door's always open here, and it doesn't close any doors
and
there.
Here,
so.
I mean, it's a little weird because the mirror's so close to over here that it sort of impedes on your space versus here, you know?
Mm-hmm. Through exhaustive research, consulting the internet, and holding the towel against the wall, it has been decided that it's going here. About right there. The good news is that there's 2 of these for a single towel holder that's not looped, so you're not going to be yanking it. So don't yank it, I guess, is the moral of that story. Wow, that one's like dull somehow already. Do the math on that.
Just need a pilot hole or something.
Wow.
Fills in like 2 seconds. Wow, pain in the butt.
I had to reach for the hardware bin and find a different solution. And I think I found a better solution. Those are a different type of thing. I'm not even sure what to call them. They're
Sometimes
gadget.
you need a different type of thing.
They go in the hole, and then as you run the screw in, this piece of metal behind it actually expands out behind it and sucks it flat. And so that's quite a bit stronger.
Thanks for the random hardware, Dad.
Right, yeah. Here's hoping it holds.
Great. Nice.
That'll do.
Cool.
All right, all you non-civilized folks, stay away. We're civilized now.
Right,
look at us.
Wow.
We're gonna get it monogrammed. Pizza. This side will be ice cream, and this side will be pizza.
So next, toilet paper holder, or I say door bathrobes.
Okay, bathrooms.
We ordered these really nice bathrobes on Amazon. We've only used them, well, I guess a handful of times since we haven't been hot tubbing that much, but we tried to splurge and get ones that were highly, highly absorbent. And so far, these are amazing. Oh yeah. Good enough.
Works.
Let's
Pass
do yours
luxury.
on the left, mine
Okay.
on the right. Hold on, I want to do one.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Holy smoking dogs.
So this is kind of a cool design. You don't need one of those, like,
Yeah.
right?
We all know what you're talking about.
Exactly. One of those, white things. So instead, this just has a nubbin to prevent your toilet paper from coming off, and then... Cue the heroic music.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Check it out. And boys and girls, let's put this on the right way. Psych. That's the right way.
Oh yeah.
We need to like fold it, do the little like dog ears, you know?
Oh yeah. No, we
I don't know how to do it.
No, we don't. Melissa tells me it's time to shower. And sorry guys, you're not invited.